The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. It's complete. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Indiana's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, but like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him?
And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in. Down he goes again. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A strike downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. 1st and 10 coming up. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Durant. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. Makes a connection. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And a nice Nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Chapman. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a wide open receiver. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Indiana! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Durant. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, bang, bang.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the inside. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wonder if they'll be conservative on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hoosiers will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hoosiers look to do some damage in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll try to run for it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They believe they can run right here. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Chapman. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He's got him.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to sneak it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Buys a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Chapman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. It's caught. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. That's caught. It's Chapman. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll throw it from the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. Fires deep toward the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.